When you read books like Health at Every Size by Lindo Bacon and Anti-Diet by Christy Harrison.
So smart, me. Enjoy books so much.
Let's see here. We got one from Christina Bruce Coach. Ooh, we got a coach here. All right. I completely get why many people are so resistant to accepting that fatness isn't the evil we have been told it is. When it's something that's constantly demonized, it's hard to see it any other way. So here's the problem. You can say this and make sense, kind of, to fools, but who says fatness is evil? Like, who's running around saying fatness is evil? It's the evil thing. No, it's just unhealthy. And it puts you at very high risk. So, like, who's running around saying fatness is evil? So these people are complaining or say, you're using terms and you're using phrases that no one uses. So yeah, I mean, I guess I would be resistant to saying fatness is evil. It's like, I don't believe it's evil. Like evil, what this post is doing is pretty evil, because this post is manipulating language to make it seem like people are running around trying to call fat evil and moral, right? Fatness is morally wrong. Who the fuck says that? Being obese puts you at extremely high risk for heart disease, for cancer, insulin resistance, diabetes, metabolic syndrome, all these things. Very, very, very bad for people. We know this. Very high risk for being hospitalized with COVID. 80 to 90% of people hospitalized are obese, elderly or obese. So yeah, it's a huge problem. It's not about being evil. It's about not being healthy. So stop making an argument that doesn't exist. I guess this is, so this was, okay. So I'm assuming this is the caption. So it says at Christina Bruce Coach, but I think this was a shared post from this account, the Grounded Sloth, which is kind of like a horrifically vomit-worthy screen name. For many people, the biggest barrier to becoming open to accepting their body is overcoming the idea that fatness is bad. God. All right.
Matt Damon.
Again, fatness is bad. Define bad. That's the problem when you use a subjective, again, pay attention to the language, because this is how mainstream media, this is how social justice warriors, this is how all these lunatics manipulate language to sink these fucking these viral, virus-like weeds into our society. Bad is a subjective term. Bad. How are you defining bad? You have to define that. You have to define it. I think most people would agree that being fat is bad, but you have to define what bad means. Does it mean you're a bad person? You're a meanie? That you're ugly? It depends on how you're defining what bad is. It's definitely not ideal. It's not something you should strive for, but bad, that's a vague gray area term. The sloth continues. Firstly, there is the common health narrative, which when you read books like Health at Every Size by Lindo Bacon and Anti-Diet by Christy Harrison starts to unravel. Oh my God.
Why don't you get the hell out of here before I snap your dick off and jam it into your ass?
Fam, when you start quoting these two fucking psychopaths, you know you're off the reservation. If you're actually referring to Christy Harrison or Lindo Bacon, which is hysterical, last name is aptly placed. If you're referring to these two people, you're tune out. Done. Second, there is the conditioning of which bodies are considered attractive. Bodies. Which is really nothing more than brainwashing. Bodies are considered attractive. I think methinks that's why we're still here on this earth, because human beings are attracted to one another, which has led to procreation. Over centuries and cultures, quote, attractiveness has varied widely based on the common narrative of the day. It's called culture. Very good. It's called culture. But of course, health is objective, right? Health is objective. Having diabetes and having poor health outcomes is pretty objective. We know you can't be healthy at every size. So trying to use this kind of brainwashing technique yourself is pretty pathetic, trying to leverage that being so overweight that you can't walk up this flight of stairs, you can't function as a human being, couldn't climb a tree, couldn't run from a tiger. Just because you're protected from any real dangers in nature doesn't mean you're automatically healthy. You're just not dead because predators are kept outside city limits. If there were tigers everywhere, there wouldn't be as many fat people. You'd be dead. When we can start to open our minds to the idea that what we have been taught about fatness isn't exactly true, we can start to change the way we relate to our own and others' bodies. Now, listen, you can relate to your own body any way you want. But what we've been taught about fatness is actually, what we're being taught about fatness is not true. It isn't. Okay. We're being taught that fatness is good, that being fat is beautiful. That's subjective. Beauty is subjective. So you can't just say fat is beautiful because it's not, in my opinion. You might think so. That's fine. You can think whatever you want. You can believe in a different religion that I don't believe in. That's fine. You can believe in what you want, but you can't say that being obese is healthy. If you consider health being higher risk for cancer, higher risk for diabetes, higher risk for heart disease, all-cause mortality, then, I mean, it depends on how you define it. If you think that's good, then I guess it is good. Then being fatness is good. You're just going to die younger and you're going to be on medication. You're going to be, again, where are the fat, obese, where are the obese elderly people? Where are the obese 70-year-olds? Show me an obese 70-year-old, like an obese 70-year-old. That's not in a wheelchair. That's not in inpatient care in a hospital or some kind of home or assisted living. Like, show me an obese 70-year-old, an obese 80-year-old, an obese 90-year-old. Hell, show me obese 60-year-olds that are fucking crushing it. You don't really see them because they don't go many places because they can't fucking move well.
We stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You and I get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown. You are the